So welcome to BHS BLM Degree College, Navapalli. So in this session, I'm going to talk about the data structures. This comes in the second BSc Computer Science paper in the fourth semester. Okay, paper named as data structures. Okay, so in previous class, I was discussed about the graphs and total degrees and in degrees, out degrees, and simple paths. I am explained in this previous class. Now I am going to talk about the remaining graph scenarios, which is like the weighted graph or path or uh, cyclic graphs and graph traverses. Okay, so in this session, I'm going to talk about uh, the graph traversing is a very important topic. So in this session, we have to see there is a two types of the graph traversing are available here. The first one is the BFS. BFS means breadth first search, and second one is called as a DFS. It is called as a depth first search. Okay, so these BFS and DFS are very important. This comes as an essay questions. It is the maximum dimension question from the coming from the fourth unit, either DFS or BFS here. Okay, so in sometimes both are coming here. So write about the graph traverse techniques. So in this session, we have to write the both BFS and DFS here. Okay, in sometimes it asks only write about the DFS algorithm here, and or write about the BFS algorithm here. Okay, so before going that, we have to know what is the weighted graph here. Okay, so weighted graph means what here? So an edge having the a value, an edge having the value, that is called as a vector graph here. So in the C here, so this is called as a vector graph here. So in this scenario, we have to see there is a three edges are called here. So that is called A to B, A to C, and B to C here. And in this session, I'm not representing the any directions. In this session, I'm not representing any direction because of the it is called as a weighted graph here. Okay, a weighted graph here. So weighted graph means what is the weighted graph here? The an edge having the size of the edge, that is called as a weighted graph here. So see here, uh, in this session, I'm giving the values 3, 7, 8 here. 3, 7, 8 here. What is the 3, 7, 8 here? This is the weighted edge here. So A to B having the 3 value because of the 3, this edge having the 3 value here. And B to C is the value having the an edge, that edge having the weight is 7 here. Okay. So and A to C is also, we have an edge that is also having some weighted value here, that is called as 8 here. Okay, so we have to see what is the weighted graph here. A graph in which a weight is assigned to each or every edge is called as a weighted graph here. Okay, so that means so in this session, each and every edge having its own value, that is we called as a weighted graph here. Okay, so this is called as a weighted graph here. Okay, and let us see here and path. So what is the path of the graph here? So if you want to representing any, if you want to traverse the, if you want to traverse any graph in a particular graphs, you have to visit each and every node in the uh, direction of the edge here. If the edge having the direction, you have to go that direction only. Okay. So if you are not having any specification, you have to go with the both sides, like forward and backward directions is also allowed here. So this is path is explained about here in sequence of edges, in sequences of edges. Okay, of directed graph, such that the terminal node of any edge in the sequence of the initial node to edge. Okay, that is called as a so path here. So let us see here. We have to draw some diagrams here, and in these diagrams we have to representation of the diagrams here. Okay, let us see. Like this. So this is also one of the graph here. So it contains some vertices. Vertices is nothing but nodes here. Okay, vertices is nothing but the nodes here. So in this nodes we have to representation of the nodes like this. So we have to draw the these are called as a vertices here, and you have to representation to tell about the okay, so in this scenario, we have to see there is a vertices also possibility here, and this is it is having the some vertices like V1, V2, V3, V4 up to so on here, up to so on here. Each and every vertex is having some name. Then that is name given V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. This is from V6, and this node is called as V7 here. Okay, that is called as V7 here. So in this graph having the direction is also possibilities here. So let us see. So where it come to where it going here. Okay. So let us see. So V1 to V2, V2 to V3, V2 to V4 to V5, V5 to V6. Okay. So let us see here. And the V7 is also possibilities here. Okay. How is traverse V7 here? So we can traverse like this. So in this section we have to traverse like this. This section is also traverse like this. And V2 to V3 is also possibility here. So this is called as a path here. So if you want to traverse V1 to V1 to V3. We can traverse from V1 to V2, V2 to V3 is also one of the path here, and also V1 to V7, V7 to so nothing here, and we have to only traverse this way only. Okay, so if you want to traverse V1 to V1, you have to V1 to V2, V2 to V3, V3 to V4, V4 to V5, V5 to V6, V6 to V1 is also possible here, and the length will be going high, so that's why we have to reduce the height. That's why we can V1 to V2, V2 to V3, V3 to directly V7. Okay, so V7 to V5, V6, again V1 here. So this is the direction of the path here. So in this session we have to consider the length of the path is also very important in session series. Okay, so let us see the next topic is called as a length here. Okay, so we have to draw this diagrams. So the path is called as a V1, V6, V1, V2, V1, V5, V5 to V6, V6 to V1 here. Okay, so path is equal to V1 to V2. Okay, next V2 to V3, next V3 to V4, V4, next V4 to V5, next V5 to V6, V6, next V6 to V1. Okay, so this is the path from coming to V1 to V1 here. Okay, so we have to copy that this diagrams and as well as the path. So the next topic is called as a B7. So length here. So length is very important here. So length of the path. How to find the length of the path? Okay. So length of the path here. So in this session, I am taking the same diagrams here. So in this diagrams, I am considered here, and we can traverse from initial node to end node here. And here, initial node is called as a V1 here, and the end node is called as a V1. So V1 from starts from V1, and we can traverse in each and every node to V7 here. So in this session, we have to find the length of the path here. So how to find the path here? The number of edges appear in the sequence of the path is called as the length of the path here. Okay. So let us see. So in this session, we have to if you want to traverse this entire diagram, we have to use these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 edges are we have to traverse here. So V1 to V1 edge, V2 to V3 edge, V3 to V4, V4 to V5, V5 to V6, V6 to V1 edge. So here there is a number of edges are formed here, and we can traverse each and every edge here. Okay. So using the length of path, we have to going with the V1 to V7, V7 to V5, V5 to V6, V6 to V1. It is also length is the path here, and we can traverse from V1 to V1 here. Okay, that's why we can take V1, V1, V1 to V7 is one of the edge, and V7 to V5, V7 to V5. Next V5 to V6 here. So V5 to V6 here. And V6 to V1 here. And V6 to V1 here. Okay. So this is the length of the path. This is the length of the path, and here we can take only 4 edges here. So V1 to V1 have 1 edge, and second edge, and third edge, and we have to take the 4 edge. Total we have 4 edges are formed here. 4 edges are formed here. So this is the to find the length of the given graph here. So the length will be found by this graph only. This graph only. Okay. So using the directions only. Using the direction only, we are going to consider this that length here. Okay. So the next topic is and the next topic is called as a cyclic graph here. And what is cyclic graph? Let us see here. Okay, cyclic graph. So cyclic graph is also known as the circular graph. Okay, it is also known as the what is the circular graph. So circular graph means what here? So whenever we are using the graph is starts from the one node, and it is also ends with the same node. That is we call as a circular graph here, or also called as a cyclic graph here. So in this we have to form the one cyclic diagram. We have to initial node and end node will be same here, and we have to start and stop the same node here. So that is we call as a simple node here. So cyclic node here. So we have to take the V1 and sorry, taking the graph here. So in this diagram, so I am explain same diagram. So V1, V2, V3, V4, and V5, and V6, and V7. Okay. So cycle diagram is what here? V1 to V7, V2, V2 to V3, V3 to V4, V4 to V5, V5 to V6, V6 to V1 is also one of the diagram here, and okay, is also one of the diagram here, and we can traverse from V1 to V7, V7 to V5, V5 to V6, V5 V6 to V1 is also one of the cyclic diagram here. So in this diagram we have to circle the diagram, circular circle graph can be taken as in two diagrams. So one is called V1 to V7, V1 to V7, and V7 to V5, V7 to V5, and V5 to V6, V5 to V6, and V6 to V1 here. So then you can start from V1 and then it's also V1. So this is called as a edge. This is also edge, edge, edge. Total we have four edges are formed here. So this is we called as a this is we called as a circular graph here. This is we called as a circular graph here. And let us see in this diagrams we have also one of the another cyclic diagram is also possible here. V1 to V1 to V2 one edge, and V2 to V3 to H, and V2 to V3 3, V4 to V5 4, V5 to V6 5, and V6 to V1 6 edges. Total we have 6 edges there. So it is also possibility here and it is also possibility here. Okay. So whenever we take the any length of the tree, we have graph. We have to consider the minimum length will be the best one here. So that's why we have to use the only this cyclic is also used here, but not the entire cyclic diagram here. Okay. So this is called as a circular graph here. Okay, this is called as circular graph, or also called as a cyclic graph. Cyclic graph means tells what here. If any graph you have to take that, the graph will be starts with the same node and ends with the same node. That is we called as a cyclic graph here. Cyclic graph is also called as a circular graph here. Okay, and it is the opposite of cyclic graph is called as a acyclic graph. Acyclic graph. So acyclic graph is taken here. So in this acyclic graph tells about what here. If you do not found the any circulars, that means any circuits of the graph is called as a circular graph here. So acyclic graph here. So acyclic graph is also working opposite of the circular graph here. Opposite of the circular graph here. So acyclic graph can be taken as like this. So we have to use the V1 vertices, V2, V2, V3, V4. So in this, this is the one node, and V1 vertices, V2, V3, V4. Total we have four vertices are also here taken here, and in this diagram there is a no circuits are possibility here. That's why this diagram is known as what here? This diagram is known as a acyclic graph here. So acyclic graph is also working opposite of the what here? Acyclic graph is also working is opposite of the cyclic graph here. Okay. So this is we called as a acyclic graph here, and we have to see the next topic is called as a how to represent a linked list in a graph here. How to represent linked list in a graph here, and what is the purpose of the linked list in the graph here is important here, and we have to see the next topic is called as a uh, linked list representation in the graph here. Okay, let's see. So the next topic is called as a linked list representation of graph here. So in this section I am taking the one diagram that is called as this diagrams. Using this diagram, so we have to represent the graph will be in the form of the linked list representation here. So how it is represented here. So before going to perform this operation, we have to draw a adjacent list here. Adjacent edges here. Okay. That means what is the adjacent nodes here? So what is the adjacent nodes here? So A is going to B is going to C is not going to anywhere here, and the A is also D here, and A to C is possible, D to C is possible, D to E also, sorry, this is for E here, and D is going E, and B is going to C here. This is the diagram of the linked list representation. Linked list representation here. So we have to, while we are using this diagrams, we have to use this code, use this nodes, and we have to save this and adjacency list here. So using this list, we have to use the node and the adjacency list here. Efficiency list here. So in this session, I'm going to taking the first five words, that is called A, B, C, D, and E here. And using the diagram, using the directions of the diagrams, we have to use the efficiency list here. Okay, so where is come to where is going here, and from A we have to take the representation of the here, that is called as how to represent here. From A, what is going here? From A it is going to B, so B comma C. So A is going to B and C, and D is also possible here. D here. And coming to B, B is going to go with only C here. That's why B is having only CH and C node. C does not have any outgoing order, any outgoing directions here. So all are having the in degrees only. There is no out degrees only. Okay. So that's why C having the nil, C having nil, and D having what here? D is going E, sorry, C and also E here. So C and also E here. And E is also having the only one, that is called as a C here. That is called as a C here. So this is the adjacency list here. This is the adjacency list. Adjacency list, and using the diagram, you have to take that values to draw a linked list representation here. Okay, so A having the B, C, D, B is also C, and C is having does not having any null values here, and D having the only two nodes here, that is called as a C E here. So D, C, and E is also possibility here, and E has only one node, that is called C node is formed here. And let us see, we have to draw the diagrams in the linked list. What is linked list? So linked list having the number of nodes are connected with the leads to another node here. And in this session, we have to store the address and value part will be stored here. Okay, address and value part will be stored here, and we have to form the directions like this. From A, from the A, we have to represent like this, and start node A here. A, and B. So A is A having the how many connections are available here. So we have to see there is a two, sorry, three, B, C, D is also possibility here. So in this scenario we have to use the, so we have to use the B here. In this session we have to use only B, and it is communicated with another, the next one, that is called as C here. So C section, C is also indicated in D. So we have to see D, and this is the terminal node. That's why we have to represent the crossmark series, and this connection will be going here. Okay. So A having the B, C, D. This is the terminal node. That's why we have to representation the null node. This is called, while the terminal node having the only value part but not the address part. That's why we have to represent these diagrams, and also using this diagram. So taking this stone in B, B is also having what here? B is also having B is also connected here, and also it is also to communicate what here. B is also only C here. So C, we need only C here, and this is the one of the node here. That's why we can use the a terminal node here. And next one we have to see the C diagrams here. So C diagram. C diagram, and it is coming from here, and C is also comes from where here, and we have to see there is a two types of it from coming from here, and it is also possibility here. So we have to take any one of the here this session. So using this session we have to use this session also, and that's why we have to C having the null values. C having the null values, hence we should not represent the any node here. So we have to simply say that we have to use the null diagrams. Okay, because of it does not contain any nodes here. So the next one is called as the BC D here. So D also is also possible here. We have to use this same links here and connect with this two here, and D having the only CE here. So that's why we have to represent the, we have to take C and D here. So C and also E here, and A is the terminal node. That's why we can represent null value here. So null value represented by the into mark. Okay. So next it is also coming from D to A. Sorry. And later we have to see E here, that is called last node. E here, and A is connected with C here. E is connected with C here. That's why we can represent the E is connected with only C here. C, and this is the last node. That's why C having null node. Okay, this is the diagram of the here, and we have to see the diagrams. See from here, A will come from here. Okay, so this is the representation of the linked list here. This is the representation of the linked list. So in this session, we have to representation of the graph will be using this graph. We have to represent the node and adjacent list here, and using this list, we have to form the linked list representation. In this diagrams, we have the representation of the diagram will be formed here, and then in this session, we have to from A having the BCD, A having the BCD, and B is also having the only C diagram C here, and C having only null values. That's why no lists or no adjacency lists are found here. That's why we can placing the null values here. And we have to, and the next topic, the next one is D. D having CE here and CE here, and E is the terminal node. That's why we can represent with the null value, that is called as a into mark here. And in this session, the last node is called as a E here. E having only C diagram here. So C having the also E diagrams here. So this is we called as a linked list representation of a graph here. Okay, we have to copy that graph and this table, and we have to form this linked list is also very useful here. Okay, so copy that. And see here, and this is the graph representations, and tomorrow onwards I'm going to talk about the graph traversal techniques. In this graph traversal techniques are two types, both one the BFS and DFS here. Okay, so what is BFS? Breadth first search, and what is the DFS? Depth first search. Okay, it will be explained in coming topics, and it is very important topics. We have to better to note that notes, and running notes also possible. Yes, running notes also you have to prepare here, and The notes will be passed in the offline sessions. That's why I'm not giving any notes in the online sessions. So you have to take the notes and copy from one to another here. So please pass the notes from one to another one here. Okay. So this is the concept representation of graph in the English sessions. Okay. I hope that everyone can understand this class. If you having any doubts, please ask me after watching of this video. Thanks for watching this class. Have a nice day.